computer. Okay, so the next objective we want to talk about then, or the next thing that people need to know about, and it kind of ties in with consideration. I'm just going to put this kind of consideration number 2 would be the element of social proof, right? So we've already built that in. So what does that mean? What would be the objective by leveraging, or what do we want to try to accomplish by building social proof in this process? What does that do for us?
Builds an element of rapport. So testimonials, I found that video testimonials are some of the most powerful that you can have. So showing those, I've seen ad sets that have, 4, 5, 6 just video testimonials, and that's all it is. And it's just a call to action. And they work, and they get great engagement.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So it ties in. So a lot of the same traffic type objectives and things of that nature you'll leverage in this consideration campaign. But social proof, you're right, Adam. This is where inside of that call to action, now you can totally lay on a hard call to action, right? Because you know that if they're watching a testimonial video, they've paid enough attention for you to get their business. Now they're just looking for that social proof to say, okay, I want the final element of this. And am I ready to buy? And if I'm ready to buy, then let's just do it, right? So that would be that second element of consideration. And both of these, I would say, would be considered consideration objectives. And then we go to the last thing, which would be the actual acquisition or the conversion objectives. Right? And that is really, you're taking your audiences from this consideration element. So your traffic is what? What type of traffic are we leveraging from an acquisition or a conversion perspective?
Yeah.
Warm or hot, right? Because if they followed you through this customer journey from here down to the bottom, then obviously they have paid enough attention for you to just do so your call to action is like, okay, hard close. Come do business with us. You need to get this book today, right? You paid enough attention. You need to buy your tickets today to the RiseCon event. You need to go to our landing page and pick up your own copy of this, that, or the other. It's got to be a hard call to action close in that acquisition. But the cool thing about it is if you've built value in this process from start here all the way to here, then it's okay. And people are actually expecting you to actually give a call to action of some sort. If you don't, then you're missing out on revenue that could potentially be generated.
Mm-hmm. And what I love about this whole entire process is that so many different marketers, I literally just got a message from this guy. He's like, hey, Adam, I just started my Facebook ads campaign and I ran it this morning and I didn't get any sales from it. I'm going to go to Google AdWords. Like in the middle of this training, I just got that message and I'm thinking like, dude, you're jumping to this acquisition and conversion objective before you even built any rapport, anything else. And it just really goes to show what SSP has been able to do as far as being able to convert cold traffic, if we want to use those buzzwords.
Right.
Because that's what we're doing. We're
exactly
converting
right.
cold traffic.
We're converting cold traffic. Now, the cool thing about this whole process is if we've built some of the remarketing tools inside of this, the acquisition, the consideration, and both elements of consideration with the 4 E's plus social proof, then, most people think, well, it's going to take me years to convert cold traffic. The reality is it doesn't. This can be done in one day if you set up the remarketing campaigns the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It can be done within minutes or hours. But it all is dependent on when the ad product is created and how it meets the needs of your specific target demographic as they're going on their own customer journey to buy. But if you nail this, let's say they come to a page, let's say we're doing a product-based page, right? they come to a Wilding wall beds and they see the product and they're super interested. Right after that, there's a video that hits them that talks about how they're built, the custom value. There's another video right after that that has testimonials of people, and it's just video after video after video with a strong call to action to come by. That can happen in 15, 20, 30 minutes, and all of a sudden they just bought a $5,000 wall bed. Because it's as long as we're mimicking the same way that we buy for our customers, that's where the success of campaigns come in place. We just have to get really good at mimicking that cycle so that our customers, the companies that we represent, their customers are going through that same buying cycle the same exact way that we would if we were buying a product or a service from someone.
Yeah.
Now, we're only talking about the ad product, right? There's so many other elements to this sales conversion process, emails, ManyChat, all of those things that can be intertwined in. But I wanted to get the general scope of how we run ad products and where we can tie in certain things. I mean, we might literally start tying in email drip campaign sequences inside of a consideration objective, and then leverage tags inside of Infusionsoft to continue to move people down that cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool.
Yeah, I agree. I love it.
And this, my friends, this is what's going to turn us into, from an agency perspective, into a 10 to 15 to 20 to $50 million agency. If we can really fine tune this process and understand when to create the ad products and how, it will change the game for everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
we'll
awesome.
need to increase our price like 10 times maybe.
Yes, we will. We will need to increase our price. And really the reason why we haven't increased our price significantly is because I'm not willing to increase our price significantly and have failure happen with our clients at a high price point.
Definitely.
And then get a bad name associated with our company.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer to test this on a lower budget and maybe not have as much profit margin into it, but once we fine tune this and we're running it at a high level, I'm totally cool with charging, $5 to 10 grand just for the ad, just to be the rep on the ad product, because we can show a great return on investment.
Yeah, that's a great strategy.
Right.
Now, even though we've been in business 6 years, our business fluctuates based on the longevity of our employees, right? Because every time we lose someone, we have to start the training process over again, which hopefully is why we're doing a lot of this automated stuff in these videos now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the process, my friends. This is exactly how we do it. I know we spent like an hour and a half on this stuff. As you can tell, I'm super passionate about this stuff.
I could sit here all day, so don't feel bad.
I totally love this stuff. And we just have to better articulate this to not only ourselves, but as we articulate this to our salespeople that are coming on, and other ads reps and project managers and the whole 9 yards, and account managers, then we understand the strategy of why we're doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just increases the level of professionalism of our business when we're all speaking the same language.
Yeah.
Now, there's another element that I won't go into today, but there's a whole nother fifth section, which would be considered retention, keeping, and how do we run ad products to continue to keep those clients that have already done business with us. And we'll go into that a different time, but we've got to fine tune this, and then we'll start diving in more depth to the retention portion of our business.
Okay, love it.
Love it. Okay, thanks guys for spending time. I appreciate it.
Thank
It would have been
you.
kind of lonely if I would have been talking these last two objectives by myself. But so Anna, as we're beginning this process and as you're talking with Adam and building these ManyChat sequences, keep these things in mind. And I'm going to save these. I'll throw them up on YouTube so you can go back and watch them again.
Mm-hmm.
And learn and watch these a couple times, because you'll learn different things and you'll be like, oh, I caught it finally. And as you're creating the ad product, keep these objectives and these KPIs in mind. understand when the call to actions need to come into place. Because I think still with our business, we're having too many calls to action that aren't correlating to the traffic where they are inside of their funnel.
Yeah.
But it's just a training process, and it's something that's going to take time until we really get this down. But hopefully this was helpful, guys. I appreciate you spending time with us. And until next time.
Okay. Thanks, Ryan.